Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are we?
Hello.
Hi, Kitchen,
Hello.
with the cheer. Right off the bat, 500 thank you for the bits.
It's almost like you can tell they're happy to see us Saturday mornings. What the fuck, y'all?
That's wild.
Nobody's supposed to be happy to see me.
Cheez-It emotes.
Good coffee.
Cheez-It emotes in chat.
Cheez-Its! Oh,
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its.
I feel like because
Come on, Noir.
Cheez-Its are.
Where's your Cheez-It box? Oh.
I tried.
Love those Cheez-It emotes in chat. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Anna. Hi, Rowan. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Kitchen. Hi, Shauna. I see you there. Good to see all of you this morning.
You know, because Cheez-Its are such a part of Drakku's brand, I think we're going to have to explain the Cheez-Its.
The fact that you have a Cheez-It emote, there's a story behind this. I know that there's a story behind this.
I mean...
I want to know the story behind your Cheez-Its, and then we might have to tell you about Cheez-Its, because it's only a matter of time before somebody brings it up.
Cheez-Its. Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
that's the thing from last episode.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Kelsey. I can see you both in chat there. Good to see you.
Oh, wow, Lauren. Okay. You know what? Let's start on intros right now.
Are we going to do time? Is that time to see how long before they go to intros? Chat's trying to start things again.
So, hey, I'm Noir, and this is officially my intro, and passing it on down to our guests for their intro.
That was it?
That was it?
Okay.
That's all you did.
I mean, we need to technically get it in the book, so we're not embarrassed.
Fair.
We went one episode 2 hours in without an intro.
That's true. I think that is the record. That's the current standing record for this, is we did 2 hours without introducing anybody or anything.
Wow.
Just started talking and then we didn't stop. And we're about to do it again. Shit!
Hi, I'm Nina. This is my channel. This is my show. Good morning. It's Morning Ritual. You can find me here most every day. And then we have a guest.
That's me, the guest. I'm... Hello, I'm Drakku. That's it. That's my intro.
You are a streamer?
So I'm a variety streamer. Yeah. Variety streamer. And I'm in a few streamed TTRPGs as well. So do a few things. That's me.
Yeah.
That's my intro.
Kelsey's saying that it's odd to see you without the ears.
I have them right here, if that would make everyone feel better.
Everybody needs a support pickle.
I can't fit them because of my headset, but there we go.
It's okay. You don't have to have the ears on.
Oh, okay.
This is the longest conversation we've had without me being in a wig. It's nice.
Right? That's true.
I don't know. We did 2 hours of after for talking to D.
That's true. That's true.
When you took the wig off.
Yeah, you took it right off. I left those ears on for as long as I could tolerate.
I mean, it's kind of weird now that there's a talk show immediately after the show. Like, after the show was like stripping hours. Like, it's just, literally some nights. Everything just fuck this.
Yeah.
I got poly grips stuck in my mouth every episode.
For your little fangles.
Oh.
For my little fangies.
Fingies. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a whole thing that happened. I'm doing 2 talk shows now. This one and on Monday nights. I'm doing Talk of the Deep, which is the after show for Song of the Deep over on Encounter Roleplay. Don't know how Don't know how that got manifested into existence.
It's fun getting to be a guest on your show again because I'm like, I have no responsibility here, so like I can just flip the carpet, like I can just do whatever I want.
The
Like,
putting
if I
it
fuck
at
up
all the
here,
talk
it's
shows
part of-
challenge. Catch me over. I don't even know on Good Morning America. No.
Oh God, I am.
How you doing? How you doing? You feeling good? You feeling okay?
I forgot we were live on the internet for a hot second. I'm like, I'm fucking dying.
I think the chat knows at this point that in any given episode of Morning Ritual, one of us is hungover. Because this is Saturday morning. I was hungover yesterday. I was hungover.
I drank like half a bottle of wine on my stream yesterday.
I bought 3 of those White Claw variety boxes, and then I got like a bunch of brandy and a bunch of Crown Royal, and I've just been going ham because I've had a hard week.
Yeah, I did.
And like I got real fucked up on Thursday, but I boot and rallied. Like the old party boy in me was just like, we're back in the game, baby.
Yeah,
and I woke up.
I was there
like,
for the Thursday session. That was a thing. That's
Yeah,
how I got hungover.
I woke up late on Friday, but when I did wake up, I was just like, I'm ready to fight the world. I'm about to ride that shark. And then like then I got messed up last night, and I thought the same thing was gonna happen, but I forgot I have a talk show, so I can't sleep late. So I'm dying.
Welcome to my life on Friday, because I had to actually go to work. I was up until 2:30 in the morning. We stopped because Noir was falling asleep.
That's fair. That's usually the reason why things stop.
It was fine. I just watched you start to nod off in your little chair, and I was like, okay, we gotta call this.
I can't tell you how many nights I've slept in this motherfucker. It's really comfortable.
It is
Good job, Von Racer. If you want to send me another chair, go for it. But we should be talking about our guests, damn it, not the fact that I make terrible life decisions. So
I was right there with you, though.
So let me ask you, Drakku, like, how long have you been at this streaming thing?
Yeah, technically, or like slightly officially. Technically. So I actually found a recording of my first stream was back in November of 2017, I think it was.
Wow.
So theoretically, I've been streaming since the end of 17.
Was that was that the same format, your gaming setup?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's changed over the years. Literally on that one, it's just it's a horrible setup. Like it's the quintessential first time streamer kind of setup. I have the video capture of my game. There's like a rainbow border. I'm obsessed with rainbows. I love rainbows. So there's like a rainbow border for no explicable graphical reason. It's just there. And a tiny little webcam just up in the corner, and a chat box that moves once every like 2 hours because that's how it is.
Because nobody's there.
Because no one's there. But yeah, so that was my first time ever streaming. It was a Destiny stream, like the original vanilla Destiny.
Okay.
So yeah, and I just kind of went from there. A tiny slot.
Literally nothing about Destiny, so you're like vanilla Destiny, and I'm like, yes,
yes,
as opposed to the strawberry marmalade Destiny.
I'd play some strawberry Destiny. That's yeah. That just
I've played enough. I've played like maybe 10 minutes of Destiny total. It's not for everybody.
It's it is what it is. I do agree. Like it's a very it's one of those games that kind of polarize some people because it's definitely a first person shooter, but it's got a lot of elements of like an MMO. And so a lot of people going in there just expecting an FPS are a little disappointed that they have to grind and grind and grind to get certain items Whereas, any of us that play MMOs, it's like, oh, I need to do this 15 times to get X number of things. Okay.
Like for me, Destiny is one of those games that I have no interest in, but I kind of wish I was good at it. It just feels like life would be sweet if I was good at it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna practice or ever play it.
So Vanilla Destiny,
Fair.
was it the Peter Dinklage version or was it the Nolan North version?
So I was extremely late to the show with Destiny.
Know those names.
And I wish I had Dinklebot, but no. Whenever I was streaming, it was no longer Peter Dinklage. And yeah. When I first started playing, it was still Peter Dinklage, but then by the time I was streaming, it was not. So I happened to get in just at that window when they replaced the voice actor.
Yeah.
So because I know nothing about Destiny, but I do know Peter Dinklage, I'm just imagining my guy suited up in armor just shooting everybody.
Nope.
And don't correct me. Let me live.
Let me grab
live in this
something
world
real quick. Prop. I've got a prop.
I want to live in a world where Peter Dinklage is just going ham on motherfuckers with machine guns. Just
You got a prop.
That was mostly quick. So Peter Dinklage, I have a ghost. And Peter Dinklage played one of these little guys. Oh, the top just came off, but
The stream couldn't hear that sneeze.
Oh!
You had to deal
I
with
was
that.
looking into the void.
Look, Bright's here.
Nope.
So there we go. So I've got a little ghost.
Aw.
And that's what Dinklage was. He was a little ghost. He wasn't these colors. But, that's so bright.
Wait, so what? Does that just float?
Yeah, this is your little buddy.
It's your little
It's
robot
like-
buddy.
Hey, go over there. It's Navi. It's Navi 2.0.
Oh, fuck! They made Peter Dinklage Navi. That's the exact opposite of the awesome
Yeah.
thing that I was
Yeah,
imagining.
they did that, and then Peter Dinklage just phoned in the lines.
He really
Are you
did.
serious?
Yeah.
He really did. You
Like,
can still find
you can still
compilations of his lines and stuff. And I think the joke was it sounded like he was just like sitting there eating a sandwich in between takes. And just like, oh, better not go that way.
That wizard came from the moon.
Yeah. It just
Okay, well,
mm.
I'm actively upset. I asked for y'all to let me live in my reality, and you brought me a reality where there's
Humbling down.
But
there's just a
it's a
just
meme.
Peter
It's a
Dinklage.
whole meme, though, is the thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't want this. I didn't want this.
It's headcanon, though. Peter Dinklage is an awesome space marine.
Oh yeah.
Just imagining Peter Dinklage in the Doom guy armor, just ripping and tearing, getting fucking Destiny, just rip and tear till it's done.
It's
I'll
okay.
let you keep thinking
Kelsey's
that.
living in that headcanon with you, so you're good.
Thank you. Okay. So how do you maintain the gaming stream? Because I have attempted to just sit and play games, but the problem is I'm terrible at all video games.
Oh no. Well, the plus side of that, there are some games that I'm absolutely horrible at, and thankfully there's an audience for that. So people
There's
love
an audience for people that suck at games.
they love it. They love
What
watching
people?
it. I know, you just gotta find your audience. But yeah, I think I'm not necessarily the best person to ask about this, but it's definitely all about finding your audience for sure. Because there are some games like, so I do a throwback Thursday as most people do, and I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie, and then I started playing Banjo-Tooie. And so I've been having a great time with it, and I've actually pulled in a lot of people that are particularly Banjo fans. And so they enjoy, they're like the speed runners, they're like the damageless, and they're like, oh, are you doing so and so and so and so? And I'm like, I'm just playing the game. And they're like, oh, okay, have fun, you know? So they have a good time watching. I actually had someone say that it was refreshing, like watching somebody just play and have a good time, versus, you know, if they're usually other people in that category, we're doing speed runs or just like going through the game as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just want to watch the game and enjoy the story of the game.
Yeah.
I in doing more streams, I've started to take a look at the different categories.
Mhm.
There is a blindfold run.
Mhm.
Like, who the fuck is out here mastering games to the
Mhm.
point where they can just put on a blindfold and just like at some point it's like relax, like chill
So,
out.
Alex or Madame Gandalf would do. There was a channel point redemption on Madame Gandalf's channel where she would go through a certain about a 5-minute spot in the game with a blindfold on.
No, like why though? Like
There's a clip of her playing Persona 5, I think. And
in time out.
there's-
I'm sorry. I just have to address something that's in the chat real quick. Probably the same people who beat Dark Souls with the DDR pad. Is that for real? Did somebody
that's
actually
legit.
It's amazing to witness.
like? Alright. Okay.
And we've got a
This-
train.
The same amount of brain power and physical training that goes into beating Dark Souls with the DDR pad could probably send humanity to the moon. But instead of focusing on shit like that, we're beating Dark Souls with the DDR pad. Who asked for that? Who looked at a DDR pad and was just like, I'll bet you I can play the hardest game ever with only my feet. Fuck that guy. Like, is there even yeah, there is XO square and triangle, but it's on the different corners. So that means you would. I need to see this. I'm sorry. Continue. I'll mute myself. What the fuck?
No, it's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's worth a watch for sure.
Yeah, speedrunners and people that can do challenges like that in games are a different tier of gamer. It's weird. It's wild to watch. Yeah, it's like when playing Soul Calibur with the Dreamcast fishing rod.
Yeah.
That's a thing too. It's the natural chaos of humanity at its finest. Or the person who played Overwatch with a baguette controller.
I appreciate it because they know the game so innately backwards and forwards that it's like they know the exact pixel to hit of this polygon to shoot them through the map to skip like 15 level, some crazy. I love it. Like, I don't think I could ever see myself trying to do something like that. But
my favorite is when I see those clips on Twitter out of context, and I have just watching Noir's expressions right now as he watches this Destiny playthrough on a DDR pad.
He is enthralled.
Yeah.
And she cute. Like, what the fuck? I hate this.
I'm over here struggling to beat a boss with a controller, and this person is
just fucking
Yep.
I don't know why I'm so overwhelmed by this. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, and the speedrunners that know, like, I love seeing those clips out of context on Twitter, and I'm like, can someone in the comments please explain to me exactly what happened here, because I don't fucking know.
Because they usually have no reaction. Like, speedrunners that have been doing it for a while, like, this is just every day for them.
Yeah.
And I love watching, and like, if there's a crowd, if it's like someone playing up front and then they have like an audience behind them, and the crowd is like, yeah, like really excited. And I'm like, what did he do? What did he just do? I don't understand. It's cool, but what did he just do? So then, you have to like figure out, oh, he just skipped the final boss because polygons.
Yeah. There's the Breath of the Wild speedrunners that just fight Ganon naked.
Gosh. Yeah.
I look. We all of us here play TTRPGs, and it's just like I'm just imagining somebody doing something like this in a TTRPG. Like, no, we're first level, but we're gonna immediately get to the BBEG and win. It's just like I'm just imagining what the game developers who spend years working on these games. Like, I know myself enough to know that I would be like, if I was the creator of Dark Souls and I saw somebody beat my shit on a DDR pad, I'm coming into Dark Souls 2 wreaking havoc. Like, I'm just, somebody's getting fucked up for this. Like, how the nerve. Like, that would, oh my god.
Come on, party. Tiamat will be so confused she won't even know what to do.
I'm just so fucking, like, I want to get good enough in Street Fighter to beat motherfuckers with, like, Donkey Kong bongos. Like, that's my goal now.
There you go. And I would watch that stream. You could stream you training for that. And that would be, you could find your audience. That's it.
True. Like, if that's, like, it's a gimmick that you could use to get an audience for your stream. If that was a thing you wanted to do.
Ridiculous. But, I mean, it would be dope to just beat motherfuckers like...
Bongo Fighter would be amazing.
I would watch that. I would watch it so much. Especially if you had flair with it too. Like
just making the sounds from like the mask from Crash Bandicoot, like
yeah.
Yeah.
God
or
damn
Jamie
it.
had mentioned in the chat previously that there was someone who was playing Soul Calibur with the Dreamcast fishing rod.
You know what? My proudest video game achievement now is complete dog shit in the face of all this stuff.
No.
Like, so there's a mall around here called The Hip, and I used to cut class all the time and go and play Soul Calibur and just spend the day whooping motherfuckers' asses because I thought I was cold as shit at Soul Calibur. Raphael, but and one day I got there and the joystick was gone. Like, so I put my finger in the hole. And I was playing and I was just like, ew. And some kid came on the other side and he challenged me and I was whooping his ass. And then he came over and he saw like there's no controller. I just have my finger though, and he got so mad. I was just like, "That's the pinnacle of video game success. Nobody's ever gonna have a moment like this." And now motherfuckers are beating Dark Souls on DDR fans. I'm an old man. I'm too old for this shit.
Thank you all so much for that that little hype train that we had. Thanks for dropping those bits and those subs. You're all wonderful.
Oh my god, we had a hype train?
We had a little just a little hype train. Just a little one. A little small one. And thank you, Alien Jace, for gifting those 5 subs.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you.
We love you.
I'm so fucking mad.
We were on a tangent with video game achievements and we completely missed it.
I'm just... Who the
Noir said, "I am the greatest gamer ever," and Twitch said, "This is a whole genre." I put my finger in the hole. Thank you for that clip.
Thank you.
Bless you for that.
I was busy feeling old and missed the hype train. Oh, I couldn't see with these old eyes of mine. I need a new prescription. So how many live play streams have you been a part of?
Ooh. Of like games?
Or
Yeah.
TTRPGs?
Like when did you start doing live streams or TTRPGs?
Oh yeah.
What?
Hold on. No, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Tabletop streams. Yeah. Games. Those kind of games. Honestly, not that long ago. I think my first, this is going to be funny. I think my first stream TTRPG was with Attack Trick. Shout out to him. He's awesome. And we played Trophy Dark, and that was August of this year, I believe. So that I think was my first, and Alien Jays was in there, I'm pretty sure, right? They were in there. Yeah, so that's how we met, was through that. Yes, that was my first streamed TTRPG for sure. Although I'm saying that as if I've been playing. Honestly, I'm still pretty new to tabletops in general. But yeah, that was my first one. Was like, what was that? July or August? It was something like that.
Nice.
So yeah, only a few months.
Yeah, Schmoke, get the fuck out of my chat.
Wait, what's going on?
Just trying to start drama by saying that Will Smith is dead and getting people's reactions.
Oh. What?
Bye.
I was low key double checking that shit. Like,
I know.
2020 better not. You better not. you better not. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was very confused for about 30 seconds, but $5 says that person is just the kind of person to pop into chat, say that shit, and then clip their reactions. So I'm gonna check my clips after this and make sure that I didn't get any.
So my question is, like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer like your D&D streams, or do you prefer your gaming streams?
Well, honestly, I
Put
do.
You on the spot.
I know, right? I like both of them, but for different reasons. Mm-hmm. So obviously, with like my own personal like video gaming streams, I'm in control of that. You know, I think everybody to an extent prefers to have like some semblance of control about what's going on. So that's my opportunity to like run the show and be like, this is what's happening. Oh, I'm gonna drink wine on stream today, and just, you know, making all these decisions.
The problem is running the show is hard.
It is. It can be. Yes.
It's a lot of work.
Which then on the flip side, you know, I've had such amazing fortune and luck to be a part of so many streamed TTRPGs now that I really enjoy, you know, bringing that energy with like a bunch of different people and putting it out there and everything. And most of these I have not had to plan anything. Like, okay, I'll make a character, but I'm not running it, so it's like, this is going to be a good time. I'm going to have a great time. So for me at least, like I'll always have gaming in my heart, or video gaming, because, you know, I grew up doing this. I love it. I love putting that out there for other people. Yeah. But I love TTRPGs because you're kind of doing the same thing, but with other passionate people. So it's refreshing to kind of have that kind of an outlet.
Alien's saying that it's more of a relaxed air doing solo gaming because there's a lot of self-talking because your mental state's a little different, which is kind of nice.
I have become so good at just talking to an empty room. Like there's a skill in it. That's another thing too. If you're ever looking to like to video game stream, at least you have got to be comfortable engaging an empty room. Mm-hmm. Because if someone comes in to check you out and they don't say anything in chat, if you're just sitting there,
that's not engaging.
Yeah, there's no reason.
That's so hard.
It's so hard.
It is.
It's so hard.
It's its own thing. If I'm doing like a video game streamer like that, I'll if there's dialogue, I'll do dialogue. If there's not, I'll be describing what I'm doing in the game as I'm doing it, which helps, I find.
Definitely.
And then if someone pops into chat, then you can engage with the person that's in chat, right?
I mean, my problem is just like, there's that voice that when you start talking to yourself, after a while, it's just like, you know, no one's here, right? You know, you're talking to yourself.
And you gotta just push. You gotta push past that.
You shut the fuck up. You shut up. Like,
exactly.
So like,
so that's almost a gimmick to itself too.
Catch me on stream having a fucking internal crisis. Just like,
that's just
someone's gonna come and we're gonna have a conversation. I swear.
Yeah.
Jamie's saying that's his biggest issue too. Is when there's nobody in chat. It's like, how do you keep the momentum going?
Yeah. And again, like I say, it's a skill. It is honestly, it's a skill. Like it's something that you really have to work at and develop. And I've seen people that are like super amazing at it. I've seen people that are like, they're trying, they're almost there, but it's just, there's, you know, it's about also, I can't even say it's about reading the room because half the time you're doing it to an empty room, but like in a way it's still kind of reading the room. Like it's finding a way to get that balance of being super engaging without actually engaging with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's so like my whole deal is that I feed off people. Like I'm a Leo. I need an audience, or else I'm useless. It's just like be a Leo by yourself, motherfucker. It's just like what do?
That's why JV has such a hard time. It's like the Leo in him is just like, oh, I want to put on a show. I want to entertain people, and then no. Noir's Tinkerbell confirmed.
Clap for me, or else I won't exist. Yes. Now I'm growing stronger, you fools.
Oh, what have we done?
What have we done?
Oh my god. Could you imagine Tinkerbell becoming like a stand-up comedian just for the applause, and every night when she kills it, she just gets like crazy strong. And she just goes on murdering sprees. I don't know why.
This is an interesting dark take that I really enjoy. Like you could
Thank
make this
you.
a whole
I've been
short story.
Tinkerbell. And like everybody's clapping, and inside she's like, yes. Yes. Clap for me. Believe.
We'll read that fanfic. We're here for it. I
Definitely read it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Lauren, the only skill I have is presenting to an empty room. I suppose you have people that show up for your... Well, no, right now you have to present to an empty room because you can't teach swords in person. Because we're on a 2-week ban of that thing. Sadness.
That feels like some kind of weird shit you'd find in AO3 in the section written by middle schoolers. And I'm here for it. Well, that is where my maturity level is.
Mine too. It's like... That's not a whole class for fairies in a TTRPG. I don't know what is.
Stand-up comedian fairies?
Or the fact that the fairies, they gain their powers through belief and through applause.
Mm-hmm.
You have to believe in them or else they don't exist. And if you believe so you'd have like a warlock patron that's a fairy. And your warlock patron gets stronger the more you believe and you interact with them.
I just
like
thought
this.
of so much. I just thought of so much dumb. You know the comedians who like their whole shtick is talking about their wife or their ex-wife. Well, what if the wife or the ex-wife is the patron and everybody's giving applause about that subject, which is the patron, and that's how the patron gets stronger.
There's your next warlock
There's your
character
next
right
warlock
there.
character.
That's it.
Thank you for coming out, folks. Yes, give me the applause. It makes us stronger. I just want a BBEG that's a comedian. I'm sorry.
Pact of the ex-wife.
Ooh.
So that would be entertainer background. That would be a warlock with an entertainer background.
I mean, can you just imagine the BBEG like classically roasting you at the final conflict?
Just a BBEG that fights with Yo Mama jokes.
Now that's a concept right there.
I've had several campaign ideas throughout the course of this stream, so that's just another one that gets added to the list.
Oh my god, I just want for my like final conflict prep to like have a section that's all roast of my players' PCs. So it's just like, what the fuck, man? Yo, it's part of the character. Shut up.
Pact of the Ex-Wife does explain Rodney Dangerfield. And it does give you Joan Rivers and Phyllis Diller.
Where did this show go? What happened?
I don't know.
Where are we at?
This is TTRPG related. This is tangential.
Yeah, it's adjacent.
It's adjacent.
Oh god, I don't know who I would want to play like the evil stand-up comedian Tinkerbell.
Oh man.
I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do that.
I had an idea for a Lich that was a failed actor who pursued Lichdom to continue acting forever, and he lures heroes to him to force them to watch his bad acting. Oh my god!
That is amazing.
Can you imagine giving his bad guy monologue? Oh my god, that would be so much fun because he just put like the nervous actor spin on it. Like, okay, oh my god, they're coming. Okay. Mwahaha! You've made it to my dungeon as I planned. He just like, he pulls out a sheet of paper. He's like, okay. And now you
will fall before.
Now you will fall because I am the darkness.
I think there would definitely be like a little familiar that would like be feeding them lines like a stage mom.
Little goblin with cue cards. Oh my god.
Yes. That is too precious.
And I get the cue because the kid read. So he's going through all parts of the speech.
Just like the description from the GM. And you see in the corner there's this little imp or goblin sort of looking creature that's just sort of mouthing the lines, making eye contact with this boss and mouthing the lines as the boss says it. So the real BBEG is the stage mom goblin.
Oh my god, he's gotta have like a ghoul intern.
Yes.
Whose craft service is in this?
Oh my god, I want this character. I want to play this game so bad. Like, I've got so many ideas for it. Right?
Even worse is that he pretends to be some of his own undead minions to practice his roles, but he just does the equivalent of putting on a mustache and pretending to die.
Okay, now this is when the cleric is gonna do the turn undead, so just pretend you're turning. I see that you've learned to harness the light, but we all know that what is it? Dark consumes the light. We all know that the dark consumes the light. How's that? Too much at the end? Just a little, okay. The dark consumes the light.
Hey, boss, can we get another take on that one?
All right. I see that you've learned to harness the light, but we all know. Close up.
Yeah.
Just walks up closer.
All right.
The dark consumes the light.
That's really good, but can we get it from we all know? Can we get the we all know with a little bit more of that dramatic flourish that you did at the end?
Okay. And these are like the videos that he sends the heroes, like telepathic visions. But he accidentally sends the wrong copy.
He sends the wrong tapes every time.
It's
every
the
time.
production reel.
These are the ones that should have been left on the cutting room floor.
I mean, that would hook me. I'd have to go see. What did he just say? We have to go check this out. Like, we need to go see this.
I will destroy all of you angrily.
Okay, boss.
Can
we get that one take? Can we get that one where it's now? Play it like you were at a Starbucks, right? You just play it like you were at a Starbucks and someone just got your order.
I would never go to Starbucks. I caribou only for me. You know that.
Yeah.
You know that.
Okay, now channel that. Now channel that into your take.
Oh, okay. And then it's like the one take that's really good. I see that you've learned to harness the light, but we all know that the darkness consumes the light.
Ah, shit, the camera wasn't on. Fuck!
Fuck! God damn
Oh, this needs to happen.
Lens caps on. Fuck! You hit record on that one, right? Yeah, I think we got that one. Got it.
Don't tell him.
Oh, I miss doing that voice. That voice blows out my vocal cords every single time. My eye twitched and the camera wasn't on.
God. Okay, so that's a one shot that somebody's got to run.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
I'll probably run that.
Ooh, I am here for it.
So here for this, it's bad. I love the episodes where we come up with these whole concepts.
I mean, shout out to Sphinx. He's the one.
Sphinx was the one that prompted that little bit of improv.
Oh my god! So he's a bard lich. I love it.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if one of them is actual good actor, low key upstaging. Oh my god!
Oh, that's the goblin. 100%. That's the goblin.
The goblin has like a legit bad guy laugh. And, like the lich is like ha 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 ha, and the fucking goblin's like, like, hey, cut it out.
Oh gosh.
You came across an
Yes.
abandoned cafe with a mysterious brick wall along the back. They're here to defeat the bad guy. They're here to do a good job.
Oh.
Oh.
Like I could see I could legit see myself if this were like a campaign, I would definitely create an NPC that meets up with the party everywhere and just ask the bard for advice on performance. And then,
Yes.
like the ultimate fucking reveal is that character was the lich
The whole time. They're just here to get their equity card.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, this needs to happen. I would play
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
So, I'm picturing so many pros at ZD skits as they listen to this. Yeah, that does sound on brand. So we've got on the books. We have the Hamilton MMA one shot.
Alexander Slamilton.
Alexander Slamilton. We've got the one shot where the lich is a literal bad actor.
We've got the murder skirt.
Lich, we're a SAG actor and we're here to review your abilities. I'm sorry, the what? Yeah, Alexander Slamilton. That was from the very first episode.
Slamilton.
That's the very first episode of Morning Ritual where we came up with the idea for MMA.
They are waiting in the ring for you. If you join us right now, together we can get the title. Oh, Alexander Slamilton.
There's 1,000 holties yet to do. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Just you. Pay-per-view has their eyes on you.
The Screen Guild, the Screen Bard Guild. We'll workshop that one a little bit. Yeah, that was a
SBG?
callback. That was a callback.
Oh, yeah.
To the first episode. Because it started out with Pride and Prejudice, but like.
I remember how it started. It was like I feel like
Cain Velasquez is Mr. Darcy.
Yeah. I don't know how it started, but we were talking about like if you had to fight during the press circuit, it would change the casting of movies dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, all those press screenings where they get asked the same 5 questions over and over again. Like, I'd imagine that some actors would just prefer to fight. Just like 2 or 3 fights and we'll call it done. So if that were the case, the casting of movies would be fantastic.
Because then you'd end up with people that could fight playing people like Mr. Darcy. Like King Velasquez. Oh no, the Lich is casting the biggest spell, the dreaded dance number.
Oh my god.
The best grip is a mind flayer. Yep.
Oh.
You
I
can
love it.
definitely tell who has filming experience in the audience right now.
Hollywood has officially turned into the Hunger Games ring.
Now that I'd watch too.
I mean, okay, so I have to ask this question. If the Hunger Games were real, would you watch it?
No.
And like,
No.
I asked myself this, okay, well, I guess I'm a piece of shit because I'm like, that's some good ass entertainment. Look, I know it's terrible, like a bunch of 14-year-olds fighting each other to the death, but also like,
I would be okay.
Like a more hardcore American Gladiators.
I'd be okay with it if they were all like adults that 100% chose to be there.
Okay.
I might peek. I might take a peek, but I wouldn't. If they're all kids.
Yeah.
You failed your wisdom save against 8th level jazz hands. Spear fingers.
I can still go in it. I love it.
This is my favorite new running joke now, next to Jeez-Its.
Yes, please do the Jeez-Its while I stuff my face with my Jeez-It.
Okay, so just a quick refresher on where Jeez-Its came from. I went to a Catholic school, and the body of Christ
is delicious.
The shaking.
That's all you had to say. That's all. I know exactly where this is going.
That was from last episode with Anna.
It's delicious. Like, it's really good. It could use a little cheese.
Put some spray cheese on the communion wafers.
Or just dip Jesus in nacho sauce.
That too.
Have a cheese fondue fountain.
Yeah. Like,
Oh no, now I'm thinking of that video. Have you seen that
Hunger
one?
Games is real.
I think I have.
Yeah, the guy tried to do the cheese fountain, but didn't melt the cheese enough. And it just like started flying everywhere and like...
I've never seen that video.
I'd still be happy with it, but that's
it
okay.
just came out a couple weeks ago, but it's real
Okay,
good.
but hear me out. Hunger Games is real, except it's congressmen instead of teenagers.
Sold.
I would
Greenlit.
pay... and first off, I know for a fact that my congressman would fuck up a lot of people. I got Tammy Duckworth over here. And she is she is not to be fucked with. So, young Noir, Jesus is delicious. He was!
And now you have communion. How long until they show up?
I think they're coming in next week. I did order some Jesus.
Did order some communion wafers. 100% would watch. Absolutely watch that.
I still need to do like my channel plates thing on my channel, and I'm thinking about making one of the points redeemable for a Mighty Jesus.
Wow. I would save up every single point I had.
A small tub of nacho cheese. They're cheese-licious.
Like, because everybody has hydrate, but who's got eat some Jesus? No.
You're gonna find your audience right there.
And before they change the wafer recipe for the wafers and they're not good anymore.
I don't want any of that new Jesus. I want classic Jesus.
Is it Old Testament? You want the Old Testament Jesus,
I want
not the New
original
Testament?
recipe. I
You want the
original recipe Jesus.
King James Jesus?
I'm sorry, I need this face right now.
We're all going to hell. We're all going to hell.
Original recipe Jesus.
Original recipe Jesus.
It's the sequel to your own personal Jesus.
Zesty Jesus. 10 herbs and commandments. 11 herbs and commandments.
They 100%
Real cheese. Bless you for that. Bless you for that, Drakku.
I had to look at the box. I'm like, what do they say on the box?
Yeah, made with 100% real cheese.
Yeah, hearty size.
The real reason to be a good person, there's no communion wafers in hell.
If
But are
Jesus
there
are those if Jesus are those wafers, what is Satan? Like, what food is Satan? I would have to say New York pizza because it's trash.
Oh no, there's gonna be a fight in chat already.
We're gonna start something there.
Devil's food cake. I know. That's the easy answer, everyone.
Monster energy drinks.
Yeah.
Quinoa, I like quinoa.
It was okay.
Couscous. Quinoa and couscous.
Buffalo hot wings.
I like
I have a
hot
weird relationship with buffalo wings. Like, they're kind of good, but also not. Like, buffalo sauce is just like, I could be hot,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not. Like, it's such a tease for no reason.
I would agree with Kelsey that I would add on that the devil is a flat Monster Energy drink.
Oh,
That's it. That's it right there.
oh yeah, and warm.
A
And
flat,
too.
warm Monster Energy drink.
Ugh.
Or,
Ugh.
no, piping
You know
hot.
you've hit rock bottom when you drink one though.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've had real bad days, so it's just like fuck it.
Yeah, a flat, warm Monster Energy drink. That is Satan, right there.
Oh yeah, I have seen the video of the woman explaining why
Yeah.
monster drinks are satanic.
But it's inverse. It's terrible, but I need the caffeine.
I hope TTRPGs get to the point one day where like companies want your characters to like represent products,
To promote, yes.
like athletes, because I'm ready to sell out. I'm ready to sell out and have these characters start pushing shit.
What would Lorenzo push?
I don't fucking know. Like, that would be difficult. Probably like, I can see him doing a what the fuck is the name of a men's. It's the "You'll Like the Way You Look, We Guarantee It"
Men's Warehouse,
commercials.
isn't it?
Men's Warehouse,
Yeah.
yeah. I can see him doing that commercial. We've got all of the finest suits. You'll love the way you look. I guarantee it. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah.
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 I'd buy a suit.
Anna has a Drakku question.
I'm ready.
Can you tell us about your first TTRPG system and character?
Yeah. So the very first I'm stretching, sorry. The very first TTRPG that I ever played was Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a Dragonlance game. So it was a 4th edition Dragonlance. So everyone at the table, I was brand new to both. I was not familiar with Dragonlance. I was not familiar with tabletop games. One of my friends was familiar with Dragonlance, but not with tabletop games. You know, like it was a really good hodgepodge of people playing at this table. So that was my first system. And I was a Kaganasti elf ranger named Ekru, which deep Drakku lore is just boy in that language. Mm-hmm. So Ekru, cool. And yeah, so I always let me stutter for a minute. Hold on. Let me get my. Yeah, I'm in the point where I'm thinking about Cheez-Its on my floor again. And I'm thinking about words, and I'm not saying them at the right time. I always made the joke that my elf was kind of nasty. That's how I remembered Kaganesti was, oh yeah, I'm a kind of nasty elf. And that was my joke. That was my joke from that table. But yeah, so that was my first experience. We played through, well, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm sure most people are probably vaguely aware of Dragonlance, but we played through for like the first big bad, I'd say.
Okay.
And it was actually streamed, so that's a lie. That was my first streamed tabletop game.
How could you come here on the internet and tell us lies?
Who would lie on the internet? Who does
Who would
that?
do
What does that?
such a terrible
Who would
thing?
come into someone's chat and say that Will Smith died? Who would just do that?
What was it? Schmoke 420.
Yeah.
That's who.
Yeah.
Schmook.
Yeah, that was your first
How did
game.
you like
was on
4th
stream.
edition?
Yeah. So my first game, it didn't start on stream, but that was also around the time when I was starting to stream. And actually, this is a fun story too. One of the other people playing at the table, Tavaria, she got into painting miniatures, and she actually streams her miniature painting online on Twitch. It's really cool. And so we kind of would alternate who was streaming the game each week, because we were both kind of building our accounts at that point. But she ended up taking over like streaming the game. And there's some funny clips in there. There was one point I was working on a cosplay while we were gaming. I was painting a boot, and at one point a bug crawled out of the boot, and I screamed and ran like very quickly. And it just derailed the entire game for like 20 minutes because we had to find it wherever it went. Yeah, that's my little rambly. That was my first game and first character. There you go. That became the joke, but we said roach. We were like, "There's a roach in my boot." Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah.
But speaking of sponsors, I think it's about time we take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. We're gonna stretch, do bios, hang out, just sort of chill for a little bit for a couple minutes, and we'll be back in about 5.
I'm out of coffee.
Get some coffee.
I need coffee.
Okay. We will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, somewhere probably generally between there. We will see you all then. Hello. Welcome back.
Hey, Flux.
What?
Wow.
I don't know. It just came out.
It felt right in the moment.
I guess. Yeah, that's fair. You all were like just sort of entertaining yourselves while we were on break. I love that about you. Your chat, you're great. You're a bunch of good beans that just hang out and talk about energy drinks and coffee for 10 minutes.
I ended up hooked on coffee around 15 from drinking the cold half cups left by my parents.
Get a new cartridge.
I've never once seen energy drinks referred to as e-drinks, and I don't like it.
Now, like, yeah, I have that same thing. It's like, is it like an e-cig?
I don't like it. We're not doing that.
I keep coming back to how EA Sports, the logo was like, it's in the game.
It's in the game.
That's e-drinks. It's in the game. Like that's where my brain got caught in a loop right there.
Can Chaos get 10 followers from affiliate?
Hey, everybody in chat, follow.
I'll go give you a
Chaos.
follow.
Do it. What the fuck? Hold on, let's boop boop boop.
There.
Hey, I don't think adding a friend is a follow.
But,
I think I fucked
no.
that up.
Yeah, go follow Canned Chaos. 10 followers from affiliate. Let's get them all the rest of the way there. And
Yeah, that's awesome.
One sec.
Fuck it. Who else needs help getting to affiliate? Let's do it. Let's spread the love.
I'm following now. And we'll go back to that, so that way we've got the caption. And there we go. Yeah, done. Followed.
Followski.
And Colin, we know Colin Omicron needs help.
Yeah, Colin.
So we will shout out Colin Omicron. I was on
I don't know about that guy though. I've heard things. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Wow.
Just the Owen Wilson sounds with the lightsabers.
Wow.
And then the nose. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Follow Colin Omicron because he's only.
No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop before he thinks we have beef.
He's only, I think, 8 away from affiliate. At
Yeah,
this
he's
point.
close.
He is real
Yeah.
Oh
close.
snap! He's hosted us too. Look at that.
Exactly. I don't know about Colin. He promised a song last season, and I don't see a song.
You know my only beef with Colin is that for an entire season he had an ability called Inspire Greatness, and I got it once. I got it once at the end. I was going through addiction. It could have helped.
I mean, you're still technically going through that as your character.
Shut up, Anita.
Sorry, this isn't Talk of the Deep, but it could be. Just need to switch scenes real quick.
Yup, there's this.
I'm ready.
That was one thing that we were talking about, was that when we do Talk of the Deep next, and we have cast members in chat, we have to ask the questions. The questions get asked in character, and I have to do the voices.
Let's hear him. Let's hear him go. I'm ready.
Bastion's easy, because I've been told just to channel Hugh Grant.
Yup.
So it's just a little bit more. You've got to do this voice, and then you've sort of got to mumble over the words a little bit.
Shut up, Bastion!
Yeah, there you go. So there's Bastion. Phoebe's real easy. Phoebe's just think about it. There's a lot of things that you can do right now, and just think about it, okay? Lorenzo, I don't think I could do. Lorenzo, I gotta go. I don't think I can do Lorenzo. I don't think I can fucking do Lorenzo.
You gotta go deep.
You gotta go deep.
Gotta take a day. Damn, boy, where'd you get all that?
That's not my voice reference for Lorenzo. It's almost like your Rin voice. It's almost like your Rin voice, but it would probably sound like odd trying to impersonate Rin again. That's really all it is to it.
The only difference between Rin and Lorenzo is that Rin is more monotone than Lorenzo.
Yeah, because Rin is also you channeling Captain Holt.
Bodie!
Bone!
Bone!
Sea of Laughter. What was it? Lorenzo is.
I was just imagining either Rin or fucking Lorenzo. Bodie!
He's dead. He's dead. We've lost
He's
a
gone.
co-host. I need like a line from Lorenzo though. I need like a
Throwback to season 1, episode 1. Then I must tickle them, or what was it? Itch them. Then I must itch them. That's what it is.
I will endeavor to itch my foes.
I will endeavor to itch my foes. I don't know. That's real bad. It's real bad. But Drakku,
It's not.
doing Picklefish was pretty easy.
I'm ready.
We demand a resolution.
Yes, so good!
Yes.
Lorenzo Spice Girls impression.
Oh yes.
So do you want me to do Lorenzo's Spice Girl impression, or do you want Noir to do Lorenzo's Spice Girl impression?
Should I pull up the lyrics or should I try to do it like by memory again?
Memory.
Okay,
Memory.
Oh, yeah, Anita? Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Uh,
Or do you want me to go first so you have a reference?
no, it's all right.
Okay.
God. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I wanna. Yeah, there you go. That's all you get. That's all you fucking get.
That was great. I love it.
But picklefish is really easy. You just go up here, and sometimes you add a little bit of an inflection on the end of the words.
Yes. Just that little, just right at the
There's
end.
like a little.
Kudos. That was good. That was good.
I still want picklefish to be the BBEG at some point.
I do too.
I'm not playing any fucking games anymore. You motherfuckers have stopped me one time too many, and now I'm about to pull out the blinky and start blasting bitches.
With the power of my gunchucks, you will pay.
Gunchucks for pickle.
Because I want gunchucks for pickle. I don't really,
Gunchucks
but
for pickle. I didn't really want a gun hammer, but the internet doesn't care what you want. If you call on them for support, you make a binding contract with them.
It is the internet is your warlock patron. It's true.
Yeah.
They give me power and I obey.
Big bad evil pickle.
BBEP.
BBEP.
Babette.
Babette. I think it's about time for us to get into that guy portion.
Are we doing that guy portion?
We always do the that guy portion.
Oh man.
Dude, Noir, you play with fire.
Gunchucks for pickle.
Well, since we're doing the that guy section, I suppose I should introduce it as I do every week. In case you were unfamiliar with the that guy portion of the show, Drakku, and for anybody that is tuning in for the first time. First up, hey girl, and second off, I don't know where that came from.
I loved it though. Keep it going.
It came from a real deep part of me that I don't know. Sorry. If you're just joining us, hi. The that guy portion is where if you have any experience in the TTRPG community at all, you have probably had the unfortunate experience of being at a table with somebody that is a black hole of fun. Just somebody who emanates and prevents you from having a good time. So, what we do here is that we catalog those experiences because we, at the end of the season, and to put all this information together in what we like to call the That Guy Bible. It is a tool that we will use to help identify and nullify the that guy at the table. Pretty much a field guide for newbies in the TTRPG community. That said, this is where we collect stories, so if you have a story you would like to share with us, you can share as much as you're comfortable with. You've got some stiff competition when it comes to like the worst human beings possible. We've had everything from a ear stroker to a relationship ender to a neck biter. So, have at.
Bye, Shinobi.
Destroy my faith in humanity. Bye, Shinobi.
The ear stroker, though, to be fair, was not at a TTRPG channel. That was at my job.
Still count.
That's still a that guy though. Like, I mean, I am still fresh enough to TRPGs that I've been fortunate that so far I haven't yet. I know it will happen.
We did it! We did it!
Huh? Well, I was just about to follow up with, but I have plenty of that guy's stories from like video game conventions and True Dungeon and stuff like that. So,
True Dungeon. I've got stories too. Jesus Christ, I've got some True Dungeon stories.
But
for TTRPGs, I can honestly say that I've been very fortunate that I have not yet experienced that.
The false alarm is that Drakku does not have a TTRPG that guy's story. but has that guy's story.
Yeah, it still counts.
Thank you for that follow, Corndog McGraw. That's a basic name.
Corn Dog! Hey, Corn Dog! I play Crystal Stroud with Corn Dog.
Yeah, there was one brief moment where there was hope for humanity and hope for the human race, and then it was crushed because there were other
I felt the light
bad guys.
shining down, like, we're not on
Praise
track.
Jesus!
It was just like, reality, bitch.
Yeah.
Good
Sorry
God.
for the false hope, but
No, it's fine.
It's okay. We have hope for the TTRPG community, though.
yes. Yeah.
Do you have any stories you would like to share?
Oh, yeah. I have so many. I know. No, so a little bit of a background with me for people that aren't super aware. I also cosplay like a lot. And one of the groups that I'm a part of is a Halo costuming group. I've been a member of it for over 405th. But yes, the 405th. Which that's another conversation I can have in general. But I've been a member of them since since like 2009. And I started out, I wanted to make an Arbiter costume. I love the Arbiter. I literally have the mark of shame tattooed over my heart. So that was my thing. And I joined that group and I was making costumes. But inevitably, I never did finish my armor. I started multiple times. I literally have a helmet halfway finished sitting up there on my shelf. But there was one time, where was I going with that? I don't even know. Hold on. I'm doing the thing again. Yeah, we're in the That Guy segment.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. So that's the background. So with that said, I love Halo. I'm obsessed with Halo. Y'all can talk to me about Halo and I can probably get some deep lore stuff going out there. And I have a t-shirt that has the Arbiter's face on it because again, I love the Arbiter. That's like my all-time favorite thing. And anybody that's
voiced by Keith David is a goddamn G.
Oh, yes. 100%. One of these days, I want to meet that guy and shake his hand. And that'll be it. That's all I need in life. But yeah, so I was at PAX South for a True Dungeon event, and I had my Arbiter shirt on, and I was line wrangling. This was like the first year that we actually did any kind of like big event at PAX South, and someone in line saw my shirt, and they were like, "Oh, is that Thelvadim or Ripamorami?" And it kind of went over my head. Those are names of arbiters, but I was not in a Halo setting, so my brain didn't process at first. I was like, so I made a face, like a thinking face, like, what are you saying? Like I was trying to put pieces together. And before I could, like, I realized it, but as I was realizing it, he was like, those are names of arbiters. And he like started telling me about arbiters. And again, that's like the one thing that I fangirl obsessed with so hard. So I literally cut him off and I was just like, this Thelvadim me? He earned that title. And then I like turned around and like walked away. Like I was like, no, that's it. We're done with that.
Yeah.
That was my best mic drop on a That Guy moment ever. Like,
I'm here for that though. I hate that though because they put you on the spot like that and your brain takes that second to process.
And that's all they need.
And
you give them that second.
You give them that second, and that guys are like, you're not a real fan.
Yeah.
They'll take that instant to gatekeep. The fact that it'll take you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember the name of this character completely out of context when you put me on the spot within like 2 seconds. Oh, yeah.
Sacrifice
I don't know what
that
I'm
bitch
talking
to the
about.
flood.
I'm gonna get in trouble. I might get in trouble for this, but like, it's not like True Dungeon attracts the best human beings.
Yeah, I've got a True Dungeon story.
I've got a couple too.
Yeah. Although that one is pretty minimal. I can tell that one real quick if you want, or if you want to tell one and
sure, I'll trade you.
Okay. But yeah, so with True Dungeon, I volunteer for them basically since I was in high school. So I've been working with them for a while, and I love them. I love them to death. But you're absolutely right in that sometimes they can attract some rather interesting people. That's a good way of phrasing it. And one year I was working as an NPC and I was a dryad. This is important that I was a dryad. And I called over the radio for a clarification on something. And typically, you state your room number, who's talking, that kind of thing, and what you need clarification on. And it was something with the puzzle. I don't 100% remember that detail. But I said, I needed an answer quickly. So I was like, this is room 6. This is the druid in room 6. I said druid on accident. I was like, this is the druid in room 6. Blah, 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 blah. Someone that was not an adventure coordinator hops on the radio, and I'll change the name because I don't want to call this person out. Bob. It goes, this is, and I feel bad for impersonating his voice, but it fits of that guy. So I have to do it. This is Bob in room 8. Did you mean dryad? And like he ended with that little laugh. It had nothing to do with the question I was asking over the radio. It had everything to do with, here's someone that accidentally said druid instead of dryad, and I needed to be called out for it. And I didn't even respond. And nobody responded, actually. I figured out the answer on my own. But that's my all-time favorite. And a lot of times with that guy's stories, I get angry, but I try not to like dwell on it because I recognize like, you know what? That's their own problem. And I'm going to just accept that that's them. That's their life, unfortunately. But that guy, suffice to say, has become an inside joke for literally all of us that do True Dungeon, at least my core group that does it. And we always like every now and then just, I'm Bob from room 7, or like whatever we say. And we like kind of laugh about it afterwards. So Bob, thank you for years of entertainment at this point, for calling me out for saying druid instead of dryad.
For messing up one vowel sound.
One sound.
There's an individual in the True Dungeon scene that looks very much like the rogue in the guild.
Oh, Blades.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a very excitable guy, is what I will say. A little intense, and so I've only done True Dungeon. I've never actually played True Dungeon. I only did the volunteering.
Yeah.
I actually have some people in chat that are wondering what True Dungeon is.
Okay, so at conventions, there is a dungeon experience where you and a couple of friends can. Here, give me just 1 second, actually.
Yeah.
Give me...
And if I may, I mean, I can sum it up fairly quickly. Think Dungeons and Dragons meets Escape Room meets Shuffleboard. And that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, it seems like an escape room almost.
Mhm.
Okay, so at cons,
For the puzzles, at least, yeah.
Yeah, at cons, it's like a LARP experience, but instead of like actual combat, it's like Pinochle almost. And you get like little coins that give you equipment, right? Like, and what's wild is that some of these things go for a lot of money. Like a lot of money.
Oh, they run a massive one at Gen Con.
Yeah, they run a huge one at Gen Con, and they've run one at Gamehold Con, and that's the one that I volunteered at. And for volunteering, you get like to stay at the hotel for free bed, and like, well, I was told more money than I actually got, which is one of my pieces of beef with them. But
Yeah.
but the other thing is like, there's not really too much in the way of vetting. So, like, I stayed with a guy that was clearly racist. He did not enjoy my presence at all, and I did not enjoy his presence at all. And then I caught him trying to steal this. Now, if you do know True Dungeon, you know that this is some money. You know? So yeah. That was my bad guy story. It was just like I caught him going through my bag and he had his hands on it. And I was just like, so, pal, what you doing? He was like, oh, this is your bag? And I'm like, yeah, it is.
It doesn't look anything like your bag.
Yeah. And like, when you're stuck in a room with somebody and you fucking hate their guts, they hate your guts, and like you're trying to be agreeable, so you talk about the one thing that you have in common. Our one thing for that entire weekend was wrestling. Like, he had a Roman Reigns shirt on, and I was just like, okay, that's enough. Like, that's enough for me to get on with this guy. And another thing, like, how can you be racist and into wrestling? I don't understand it.
It's cognitive dissonance.
It really doesn't make, like, Roman Reigns is not a white dude, y'all. Like, but anyway, so like he's like wearing this shirt in like it was a weekend. I
can
heard
you say,
things.
how can you be racist and into wrestling? Tell that to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, I can't defend. Yeah. My favorite clip of all time is Booker T calling Hulk Hogan the N-word. It's my fucking favorite because he's going off and just like doing a genuine promo, and you can see like the blackness starting to overtake him. And like we've all had that, like, as black folk, we've all had that moment where it's like the code switching starts to like fizzle out, and you become like 100% who you are, and you start to wild out. Like, let me tell you something, Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you at SummerSlam, and ain't shit you can do about it. And he's just like, oops.
Booker T has some of the best announcer moments in YouTube compilations. I'm with you there, D.
Sorry, I love that clip so much. Anyway, so yeah, there are plenty of that guys in the True Dungeon scene. I still would recommend trying it. It's fun.
Yeah. How long ago was this? Was this recent?
This was October last year.
Really? Like, low key, if you want to maybe DM me a name if you have it, because here's the thing, I actually am like an adventure coordinator now. I've worked my way up through the system,
nice.
So I'm one of the dungeon masters essentially. So like, you give me a name, I don't want to be associated with that person.
Let me
so
see if I can find it written down somewhere. But
yeah, if you can, just in the future, just whenever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm actually mad because the ultra rare that I got from my year of working apparently is not that awesome.
Oh, yeah. The volunteer tokens are sometimes hit or miss, to be honest.
Yeah.
Drakku will pickle Karen, this jerk.
Oh, I will. Y'all have no idea.
But seriously, like, the amount of money people spend on True Dungeon is...
So, confession time? The group that I'm in...
No.
The group that I'm in... Now, here's the deal. I have not... I'm super... I just mooch off my friends. But the group that I'm in is one of those, like... They drop tens of thousands of dollars on this game. And... I don't think I have any Onyx tokens with me, but basically the only difference is that you get the first run of tokens. So they have a black background instead of like the typical token. It's literally a bragging right. That's it. So I roll with some of those people, but yeah. It's definitely something that people can get obsessed with for sure. It's it's the perfect storm of like nerddom and obsessive collecting, you know.
It's like the people that collect magic cards.
Exactly.
There are tokens that by themselves cost a couple grand.
Yeah, like Rings of Wishes, and if you get all the pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts, like, yeah, it can get a little expensive.
and I lied. I did get to do True Dungeon once during my weekend at Gamehole Con, and it was okay. So there are people that will buy out a whole party by themselves, right? And you need to know, like, just to get into True Dungeon, it costs like what, $30 or something like that.
Oh, it's up to like $60 now. Prices have definitely gone up.
Yeah, so it costs $60 just to run the dungeon, right? People will buy out an entire party by themselves, which is like 5 people. So, do the math, 60 times 5. And then they'll just grab random people to come with them, equip them all with like insane gear, and go, you get to run True Dungeon for free, but I get all the tokens. And so that's what somebody did for me, and I was just like, okay, I got the experience on the other side. And he was like, oh, cool. And then he got a double of one. It was like a valuable token, but he was like, I have too many, so he just gave it to me. And I looked it up, and like this was like a $200 token, and I'm like, are you fucking serious?
So I have another That Guy story that's vaguely related to something like that with True Dungeon. Because, I pointed out myself, we are one of the groups that we buy out all 10 tickets if possible, but mostly because we have like 8 people in our core group. So like, it kind of makes sense. But there are times when like, if we don't buy the full run, and so we have players coming in, and I remember, I could describe him. I don't remember his name, which is probably for the best. But this guy came in, and very much that kind of energy. It's like, hey, I'll equip all of your characters with all of these like bonus treasure pulls and all of this. Like, you're basically going to be playing at like 7th level and like all this stuff, but I get all of your treasure pulls at the end. And the 5 of us, that again, it's our core group, we're just looking at him like, well, we already have those tokens, so we're just using our own. That's, that's fine, but there you go, cool story. And he kind of like huffed and literally left the room. And he didn't play, because for him, that he was not getting all of the treasure pulls off of that run, it was not worthwhile for him to have spent the money and to sit there for the 2 hours of the True Dungeon to not get all of the treasure pulls. And we heard stories about it, that apparently he got in with a group of newbies and basically pulled that offer and was like, I will equip you with every single crazy thing, but I get all of the tokens at the end of the run. And that reminded me of that. And that absolutely, like, it kind of makes me angry. Not kind of, it makes me angry, because if you play, you get 3 tokens.
Right.
Baseline, regardless. But he was still demanding that they give him the 3 tokens too, like the base tokens. Yeah. And it's like, that's, to me, that would ruin the experience. So if you went in like with a group of like all newbies, and here's this guy that's like, here, you can play these cool characters, but I get all the tokens. Well, that's where you get better gear, usually, like the treasure pulls at the end. So
yeah, it's like at this point, are you even playing or collecting tokens?
Like,
and for him, it was a collection.
Just collect, like, it's wild. Like, and the thing is, like, True Dungeon is not that old, so but it's old enough to have like meta lore, like very early on. Apparently, there was like some kind of contest or something where you could essentially create your own token. Like, you could make a token that just did whatever you want, and like that exists. And people talk about that guy in whispers. Like, if he ever shows up, like, it's a big deal. And then there are like VIP runs, which I hated.
The golden ticket.
I fucking hate it. Like, as I understand it, VIP runs were just like if like Matt Mercer were doing a True Dungeon run, Like everybody would be on your ass because everything has to be smooth.
Exact. Yeah. Will Wheaton was usually our big name that would go through.
Patrick Roth.
Oh yeah, Rothfuss did it. Yeah.
Yeah, he always does it. Like he did it like a couple of times that weekend when I was there, and I hated it each time because Blades, as I'm gonna call him, would be very excitable. All right, everybody, you know, like, okay, just fucking relax, dude. Like, I don't fucking care.
Wow. Yeah, I need to learn this guy's name, and I need to ruin this guy's life.
Oh man, I didn't think we'd get into a True Dungeon talk. I mean,
hey, I'm here for this. I have no idea, but I would like to try this sometime.
It's fun. I would definitely love to do it, like not volunteer. I would definitely like to run a True Dungeon with a bunch of friends because I never ran it with a bunch of friends. I did it with a whale. It was just like the guy that's just like, you're gonna give me all your tokens and I'm gonna make you basically a demigod.
Yeah. Which I 100% agree that it is way more fun with people that you know. You can go in with a group of randos and sometimes it works out. But a lot of times the puzzles that they put forward, if you don't have like a strong group dynamic, you get too many cooks in the kitchen and everybody's basically like, well, I know, let's do this. And nobody can agree and even try anything. And so then they fail the room because, you know, nobody even
and
tries.
Some of the puzzles are like genuinely hard. Like,
yeah. There have been puzzles that like, if I didn't have access to the notes, basically, I'd have no clue on how to solve them. So it's been, but it's been interesting. And because of COVID, True Dungeon has actually gone virtual. So there is a way that if you've never played True Dungeon before, you could definitely see about signing up for a virtual True Dungeon. It's run through Zoom. And they have people up in their warehouse, which I think is in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin, I want to say. Yeah. And basically you have a golem, which is somebody that just has a webcam and they're just looking at you. It's like, hey, golem, look right. And they like look and everything. And then, you know, you've got your dungeon master that sits in the call with you. So I would say if you're ever, the only downside I will say is that it still costs quite a bit of money. And it's not truly the immersive experience that I would wish a first timer to have with True Dungeon, but it still gives you a fairly good idea of what kind of things to expect with it. And I definitely, I think it's amazing. And anybody that's ever at Gen Con, I've been going to Gen Con for like over a decade. I'm so sad that it didn't happen this year. And anybody that's ever at Gen Con, that's like my True Dungeon home con. So if anyone,
that's their Super Bowl.
That is their Super Bowl. So if anyone ever wants to run it, honestly, I'm more than welcome. If you're ever at Gen Con, we've always got spots available.
Yeah,
in
I
our
was at
group.
Gen Con last year. That was the last con that I went to. Was at Gen Con 2019.
I will say this though, like, and this was the mistake that I made because I didn't really know what True Dungeon was. So I was just like, I saw like clips and I saw people in armor in a fucking warehouse that was like shaped to be a dungeon, and also like, oh, this is like a dope ass LARPing experience. It is not LARP. Like, you need to understand, it is not LARP. Like, so if you're coming into this thinking that it's LARP, that is not what it is.
Now you can LARP, and we definitely have players that do LARP, and it's interesting as an NPC to have to then role play with other people that are role playing with you. But yeah, it's not truly a LARP. I would liken it to an escape room ultimately, an escape room with puzzles.
That's exactly what it is. Like an escape room with a bunch of puzzles. Still fun though.
Yes.
And I got to be an NPC once, and I had a fucking blast. Like,
what were you playing?
I was helping the snake lady.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, which is with her little moped thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
But So yeah, that's our commercial for True Touch.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
heard
mean-
Ash yell, and now they're wondering
Yes.
where she is. She's over there.
Meow.
She likes to scream and then run away.
Stream kitty.
Yeah, I mean, I personally have had relatively good experiences with True Dungeon. I'd say like 90% positive. Again, there have been some that guy moments. There have been some growing pains, I'll definitely say, on their end. But personally, knowing the two people that run it, the Martins, they are definitely very passionate about it, and they're trying their best to really, make it the best that it can be.
Rolling in it now. Like,
But
holy fuck.
but again, like, it's just I know that it's not perfect. I still like it, and I still would recommend people try it if they get the opportunity, but there's still some I'm just gonna again just say that it's growing pains, really. That they haven't caught up to the amount of success that they were getting.
Yeah, I'll definitely say this, like, True Dungeon itself, dope, like, highly recommended. It's just there is an element around it that I would say be cautious of.
Yeah.
There's people that look to take advantage of others. That's the same way with any fandom that involves spending a lot of money. Like, it's the same kind of toxicity that you would find in the Magic the Gathering space. So just be careful with that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, talk about a hobby where I spent too much money. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Every nerddom has that, guys. There's the moral. That every nerdom has those guys.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah, it's so
Me too.
unfortunate, but
Me too.
Yeah.
it's naive to go into a fandom and not expect it.
It's
So
true.
just
I
saying.
just I'm laughing because I just started She-Ra this week.
Yeah, you did.
And so so I am looking forward to running into that guy in the She-Ra fandom.
They exist somewhere.
I want to know what that's like. I want to know what a that guy I want to get involved with, like, the weirdest.
I can tell you exactly who those guys in the She-Ra fandom are.
Okay, bring it on.
They're the people that believe that the only She-Ra is the original cartoon from the 1980s. And
Boom.
that the new She-Ra is not a real She-Ra cartoon. That it is made for kids. And that it's not, if you watch that show, you're not watching the right
But
show.
like, okay,
It's like the My Little Pony toxicity too.
Exactly. It's the bronies.
Yeah.
I will never understand bronies. To this day, I don't get it. How did that happen? How did that happen?
So I dated a guy once that was a closet brony, and that's a red flag I should have picked up on. But yeah, I don't understand it. Looking back, I do not understand. Like,
how is what a closet brony?
he didn't want to admit it. I was like, "Can you name more than 3 My Little Ponies?" And he did. And I was like, "You're kind of a brony. Like, you gotta admit that." That's
Yes.
fine.
I'm trying to see.
Yes, the original She-Ra was made for kids as well, but the people that watched it in the 1980s when they were kids hold it in such a frame of mind that this is the purest and the only show. This is the only show that is going to be like this. It's kind of like the people that grew up with Transformers fans are kind of like that to a certain extent, or Thundercats fans. They want to believe that this is the only version of the show, and it is always going to be the best show ever, because they hold it in that nostalgia brain is so strong for them. The show was garbage. The 1980s She-Ra and the 1980s He-Man were hot garbage. They were made to sell toys.
Yep.
Oh. Okay,
Jay's mentioned
so
Star Trek and Star Wars too. I'll throw both of those out there. Star Wars fans.
I made the mistake of looking up She-Ra and Toxic to see, like, what could possibly go wrong in this fandom? How bad could it be, really?
Yeah, Nostalgia Brain with
I
TV and movie
stumbled
stripping
on
sucked me.
a forum where they're arguing about She-Ra's bust.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
made her a little flatter. She doesn't have as big of a chest, and she wears boy shorts, Noir. She wears shorts. It's not a miniskirt anymore. How dare she wear bike shorts?
I don't care.
But
a fucking
these
cartoon.
people do, right?
Hmm.
Because, again, Nostalgia Brain is a
What
hell of a drug.
difference does it make?
It really doesn't.
Doesn't, yeah.
That's
But to someone, it does, and it does enough that they have to scream about it on the internet.
Because for them, this She-Ra is not masturbatory material. Hot take. But not that hot of a
Ooh.
take.
Are we going that direction? Because that's I personally feel that that's where a ton of the gatekeeping comes from with the 80s shows. Is that, yeah, I grew up kind of to this show, so I look at this new version and it just doesn't do it for me. So obviously it's bad. Can't enjoy this.
okay. How do?
And there's the people that hate the new show that are straight up homophobic. That's fair too.
That too, yeah. Unfortunately,
I just. There is a whole internet of things to beat off to. I know. if you can't, like, I'm sure there's a whole internet of She-Ra material to just go to town on. So, why does the official cartoon have to make your dick hard when Rule 34 exists solely for you to just beat up your meat? Like, I don't understand it.
She
I
Rule
don't
34.
get it. I just no. It just I'm looking at this forum, and they're talking about like liberal agenda and all this kind of shit.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
social
That's what it
justice
is.
warriors.
Yep.
But like these same social justice warriors are the ones drawing shit for you to beat off to. Like, it's just
You can't have
Are
it
we-
both ways.
are we so lazy men that we can't Google? I could slip, fall, and accidentally find some She-Ra shit to just work myself over to. What the fuck is going on? I refuse to accept this from my gender. Guys, what the fuck is going on here? Have you not trained since age 7 to hunt for lewds?
Age 7.
Like, am I offended at the homophobia? Yes. Am I offended at you wanting a child's cartoon to be masturbatory? Yes. But more importantly, I am disappointed in my kid. It's the hunt that matters. Finding that one weird video where all the links, like all the letters in the links, are symbols that you don't recognize. To find that video that you're certain is gonna fuck up your PC. That's what this is about. That's real man shit. How dare you motherfuckers argue about a cartoon's bust size, you fucking weaklings.
Not wrong. Nor is up on a hill today, just shutting up for the lewd crusade.
When I was a young man,
My father took me to
movies
the
in a closet.
Oh, this is the content that our chat craves, apparently. No
it
nuance,
just doesn't-
November, the aloes ruin everything, especially kids' cartoons. Oh, of course there is. Of course there is, Cat.
Leave the cartoons for the children, and you go off and you find adult movies for you. or cartoons or fan fiction or dojins. There's dojins of everything. I accidentally, it was an accident. Nobody's gonna believe me, but it was an accident. It was an accident where I discovered somebody drew a cartoon of a humanized version of Hedwig having sex with Hermione's cat, and I was just like, "There you go, internet. You do you."
That's
like,
the internet.
Hedwig
So you
slash
need to-
Crookshanks?
Yes.
I actually had somebody draw a humanoid Drakku
Oh,
with
no.
breasts,
Oh no.
covering them. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Oh, no.
Alien, I have no shame in my game. I have been to the dark side of the internet, and I've sold my soul. I've seen things.
This is the reason why the internet is your warlock patron.
I have seen things, man.
Fuck the internet.
I've seen
I'm too old for how
fanfics you
weird it
wouldn't
gets.
believe.
I
Oh,
stared
man.
into the
Attack ships on
weirdness.
fire. There's the joke. Uh,
I'm just so very I didn't think anybody could be toxic. I didn't think anybody could be toxic in the She-Ra community because it's like so super duper sweet. And like I have to find out that guys are upset about fucking shorts.
Yep.
First off, I'm really about to take myself into a hole. I'm gonna stop talking now.
yeah. No,
Uh.
yeah, the toxic, it's because these were the people back in the 80s that loved She-Ra and loved everything about She-Ra because, well,
She-Ra, am I right?
right?
I mean,
Yeah, I know. But yeah, the entire show is amazing though.
it's really great.
Yeah.
It was hilarious because I was on Thursday night. I had D Noir and we had a crotchety old woman who's in chat. We watched She-Ra and Mean Girls.
Thank you for stopping yourself before you made any comment about She-Ra's bike.
Yep.
Well, first off, She-Ra is 13. You weird motherfuckers, or like 14, or like 16, or it's something that ends with teen. So stop it. Just stop it.
So yeah, we watched the
Gross.
first half of the first episode, the two-parter, and I stopped there and I said, okay, well, what do y'all think? And it was immediately, yes, please, let's watch more. It's like most of the captures are late teens, with the exception of Interrupta, who's like
Yes,
30.
it's still teens, which is like, look, I'm a 30-year-old dude. All right, so that means that I'm too old to like get a wiggle from She-Ra. All right, I lived a life.
Interrupta's like 30? That's a thing? I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, I can relate to Interrupta. Yeah, stop! Stop! No. We'll cut it there.
What?
Never say get a wiggle again. Thank you.
Does nobody say that?
No.
Y'all can't hang around my friends.
Yeah.
Like you never ate something so delicious that you got a wiggle.
I've
Like-
never heard it phrased like that.
No.
Like damn, that shake was so bomb. I got a little bit of wiggle off it.
Well, no, I'm not even gonna indulge this conversation.
Yeah.
How about those TTRPGs, y'all?
Yeah.
I'm so
Remember back
sorry.
in April when someone was like, hey, look, April 1st, we're going to do a She-Ra RPG. And everyone got really excited, and then it never happened.
Like, who said that?
It was an
Hard
April Fool's
X
show.
movie. Oh my god.
Yeah, Mermista's personality is the role model for Lawrence, the ranger that she played when we were doing our in-person sessions. No, we didn't find a Seahawk for her in game.
I just got to the episode with Seahawk, and I'll like, you ever see a character on screen and you're like, "Fuck, that's me."
Yes.
Like, I think I'm Seahawk.
You're Seahawk. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
And then I saw a meme where we just like every group needs I forgot what it said exactly, like, you know, a kind bi, a mean lesbian, and a straight that's on the razor edge of everybody. And I'm just like, damn, I think I'm that straight to a lot of my gay friends. Like, just a straight that they tolerate, but only like this much. Oh, that was you.
Oh, that was
Oh,
Kelsey's
nice.
TikTok.
I think, yeah. I was like, yeah, I think that's me. I think I'm the straight that everybody tolerates just this much. Because when he says things like, you know, wiggly, everybody's like, get the fuck out.
You can leave right now. The door's over that way.
Get the head out of here.
Get the head out of here.
I think we found the shirt. I think we just got another shirt.
Get the head out of here.
Yes.
How ironic that it's the head that thought of it. Take that, gays. He says with nothing but love.
Have to embroider that on something.
Oh my gosh.
It's just a strong ass finger that's pointing. Get
Get the head out of here.
Ah.
Ah.
Oh man.
Just went full supervillain line.
Like, but for real, nobody has heard Wiggle in a conversation. Like, I'm genuinely
Oh.
asking.
Yeah, no.
No.
I mean, again, I don't want to continue to delve into this topic, but
Okay, I'm sorry.
but literally the only like casual thing I've ever heard personally was get a semi,
Okay, wow. Jeez.
but I've never heard like get a wiggle or whatever you said. Okay, when I hear get a wiggle, my first thought is just like when you get like that little shiver, you know, you're just like, oh yeah, you know, like that little, you got a wiggle.
That's
but
like-
now I can never innocently think or say that ever. Shit. Now I'm gonna make Pickle say it at some point.
Oh, yes!
Pickle's about to be exploring her magic, so you know she may inadvertently describe it as a wiggle. Oh my god! What am I
Oh, I'm
doing?
getting a little bit of a wiggle.
Oh, God, no. Now that I'm hearing it, I don't like it. What if I...
I just wrecked you.
I was mid-sip!
I'm sorry.
That almost went everywhere.
Have a good one, alien.
Bye, alien.
Bye, alien.
Little bit of a wiggle.
There it was. You needed that wiggle at the very end.
You have to put a little bit of a wiggle at the end.
No, stop this. What did I do?
I hate it, but I love it so much.
Holy fucking shit.
This is gonna be what breaks you on stream.
No, it won't. I don't break.
Tramp stamp.
Did
What broke all of us? Hold on. There was the thing that broke all of us.
Oh.
It was
I
you.
remember-
You
It
said
wasn't.
it. What did you say?
I know
shit.
this one. It was between him and Bastion at the end
Yeah.
of last season. It was trying to come up with like a pithy one-liner, and
it was that would make a good band name though.
yeah, and then Bastion with the that's fine, buddy, but you know we should probably time and a place, and like just that whole thing.
But I like that we held it for as long as we could.
You held it for so long.
And then we all broke.
At
It
the
was
same
so funny.
time. It just took one person just like that. It was like you could see the crack forming,
Yeah, yeah.
and then the dam broke.
I think that's my
man.
favorite thing now, which is like I can tell, like when I'm having a really great time in a game, like I try and break people, and people try and break me. Like Hammer Time was
Oh my
Colin
gosh.
trying to break me, and he almost got me.
As soon as you were looking for a code word, I knew. I was like, I know where this is going, and I am not looking forward to it. But yeah, Hammer Time. Oh my gosh.
Hamilton broke you last night. Apparently.
Shut up,
According to
Anna. Hell, I want to do a musical episode of every show I'm in. Like, I think a musical episode of Song of the Deep and a musical episode of Bloody Portrait would just be so much fun. I will not be silent. You get her out of here until you sign my book.
Do we want me to start reading chat as in my Pickle impression? I
Yes.
will not be silent.
I want you to read it in your.
You got to get the hand motions too.
I will
if we're
not be
doing-
silent until you sign my book. You fiend.
That is it. I'm done. I can retire Pickle now. Anita can just take over as Pickle, and I'll bring in a different character, and there we go. That's it. That's it.
Oh my god.
We've
I will not
hit
be silent
peak Pickle.
until you sign my book. You fiend.
I have been using the Lorenzo voice, like at work sometimes,
Oh no.
and it throws people off because I'll start a meeting with it and they just go back to regular voice, like, "Hello, everyone, and welcome to my CSP demo for Watco. We'll be going over the Koopa Supplier Portal." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "We'll be going over the Koopa Supplier Portal." And like,
Pickle Roberts. No.
I've been told I have a different. I use different voices at my work, but like I have a phone voice that I use.
Me too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if Jamie calls me at work and I'm using my phone voice, he doesn't recognize me.
That's an impressive phone voice. If you can't even be recognized, that's
By my
yeah.
spouse of all
Yeah.
people.
Of all people. I love it.
Like, I just want to use my character voices for evil. Like, I want to fuck somebody's day up using my character voices.
I don't know if the only character voice I have that could probably fuck someone up is the little girl voice that I do for Isabel.
Nope, we don't need that. We don't need to do
Yeah,
that.
Jamie gets confused by the phone voice.
So
You can't just mention the voice and then not do it.
Okay, fine.
You gotta ignore Noir.
Uh,
You can't.
yeah, ignore me. Do it. Do it, you coward.
I've got to answer the phone now.
Ring ring.
Document Services, Anita speaking. Hi.
Can you direct me to so and so?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'll just put you right through. Can you hold for a second, please?
No.
Do it.
I need a resolution now.
We need a resolution now. Yeah. Character ID. The voice is just the customer service voice. So yeah. Oh shoot. How would I?
So there's a trend on TikTok where people are using their customer service voice,
Ooh.
but are saying naughty things. So it's just that's the challenge, like do dirty talk in your customer service voice.
Oh god. Okay.
And it's been interesting. Not that that's a particular fad that I have been watching on TikTok. It's just something that I noticed.
No, you're not talking
No,
about
do
that.
not talk about. It's too late, Kelsey. It is too late.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it for chat. I'm not gonna do dirty talk as my customer service voice.
My customer service voice is just my voice.
The paramedic voice. Sorry, I resonate with that hard. I have a paramedic voice. Oh. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to think. Do I have a customer service?
Do you want to hear me do the kid voice so that it bothers Noir?
Yes.
No, that's okay.
I'm not gonna.
We're all right.
Please.
No.
Please do it.
No. We're fine.
Hi.
I'm okay with this.
I'm Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a ball, Isabel?
Yes, please.
I don't mind this. This is fine.
Sometimes people lose things and then I find them.
Okay, now I'm getting creeped out. I don't like this anymore. We can stop.
See, but that's so close to Pickle.
I have a teddy bear. His name is Mr. Fuzzy.
Nope, don't like it.
And
I don't like
a very
it.
pretty nightgown because that's what I died in. There was a fire.
Nope, don't like it. I don't like ghost shit. Unless it's Charles Thompson. I mean, if we want to play this game though, like, and I think this is part of like what's fun about doing a bunch of RPGs with people, is because you eventually find out voices and shit that just bug them.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Which I also have one for Anita here. I mean, if we want to play this game,
okay, try it.
We try to. Okay,
try this.
Let's see. You just wait. You just wait. I gotta do the full thing. So just give me a second here.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Just gotta get the voice mod on too.
Yeah, I do. Hey, Anita.
I hate you,
It's
Crimson.
nice to meet you.
It's a giggle. Fucking giggle.
Give me your soul. I just want to do the rest of the episode like this.
We've summoned Crimson into the morning ritual.
Okay, I will stop.
Yep. Need the entire backstory for the Ghost Child. Isabel was the character that I played in Terror in the Second City, which was the one-shot that we did on Halloween that Noir ran. It was an Urban Shadows game, and I played the... What's the class on that one? I played too many characters. It wasn't the Revenant, it was the other one.
Spectre.
The Spectre. Yeah, I was playing the Spectre. And Isabel was a ghost that died in the Chicago fire, which is big in the Second City lore. That's actually like a pivotal event in the backstory of the city as a whole and the magic in the city as a whole. And I knew that going in, and I knew how much it would bug Noir to do that to him.
Yeah, I am very bothered. Like, you know what? I do have to ask. How did this become my brand of people poking at me? How did this happen? What did I do? I need to get abs and become a sex symbol. That's the only other option.
So yeah, Isabel, I decided that I'd make a character that was a little girl who died in the fire. Yeah, she's sort of like a halfway spirit of vengeance in the city a little bit. So there's like parts where they go into the murder house and they deal with the spirit that of the murderer that's in the murder house, and points to like this chest full of like vampire fangs and wolf fangs. Silly vampies and wolfies doing what's supposed to be a ghostie's job. Yeah, so Isabel's interesting character that I like. I would like to bring back for another one shot here or there.
We may see more. We may see more of Isabel.
I also miss Dottie a lot.
Yeah, Dottie got shot, but now
Dottie's
Dottie
fine.
got unshot.
Mm-hmm.
Time is weird that way. Have you done any DMing? I don't think I've seen you GM, Drakku.
Not streamed. I do
okay.
GM a Pokemon Tabletop United PTU.
Oh, nice.
There's a Pokemon RPG?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of awesome.
Someone wrote
Yeah.
an entire homebrew that's 5e Pokemon as well that I was playing in for a while there.
Like, do you as a trainer get classes or?
At least in PTU. Yeah, I don't know about the 5e edition.
In the 5e
but-
edition, yeah, there's trainer. You're all trainers, but there's like different subclasses. So you have Ace Trainer, you have a Poke Chef, you have like those things that go down the list.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fun. I actually made a one-shot. So the campaign that I'm running is a whole bunch of homebrew because I was that kid that was obsessed with Pokemon, and I made a ton of fake Pokemon. So literally the game takes place in my own universe of Pokemon, and it mixes up to 3rd gen of regular Pokemon and then like a whole 150 of my own Pokemon species.
Nice.
So it's been pretty fun. But I have a one shot of it that kind of sets up for the storyline that the current campaign is running.
Cool.
I would
yeah.
love to see that one day.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely do the one shot at some point. We could run the one shot again because that's a quick one. That's like 2 or 3 hours tops. So
Interesting.
yeah,
I would love to be the very best.
like no one ever was.
No
no
one
one
was.
ever was.
Yeah, I mean, to catch them is your real test.
And to
Train
train
them
them
is
has
my
to be
cause.
cause.
Yeah. I mean, but you'll travel across the land, searching far and wide.
I mean,
Pokemon to understand.
the power that's inside.
Pokemon, gotta catch them all.
I know
it's my destiny. All right, well, that was fun.
That was a good one. Hey everybody. This has been actually that's probably like the best place that we could cap it off is right there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're a bunch of nerds. Whatever made you think that we were cool, Jamie? Whatever made you think that we were cool?
I just realized that this episode today, I've just had a lot of revelations that I just didn't want to have.
About what?
You know, I didn't want to know that Peter Dinklage was just Navi, but you motherfuckers exposed me to that. And then I didn't want to know that people were out here decimating Dark Souls and DDR Mat. You know, I didn't want to know that people were being toxic about She-Ra for what can only be described as the dumbest reason to hate a cartoon ever.
Uncomfortable truths in this episode of Morning Ritual.
I just
But this has been Morning Ritual. Thank you all so much for stopping by and joining us and hanging out and chilling. I've had a ton of fun. Drakku, tell us about yourself. Who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do on this World Wide Web? And we'll go outros from there.
So I'm Drakku. Y'all have seen me probably in chat. We're on Twitch. I'm Drakku3690 because somebody stole my username before I could get it on Twitch. Yeah, so I'm a variety streamer. I usually stream Monday through Fridays with some sort of video game. You can catch me for TTRPGs. You can catch me Monday nights on Song of the Deep, Into the Frozen Wastes as Pickle, and that's been really fun. Then Talk of the Deep afterwards. Sometimes I might be a guest, sometimes no, but I'll at least be in chat for sure. And then let's see. Tonight, actually, premiering at 5 p.m. Central is Gordian Solutions, and I will be playing a character that will utilize my computer voice, and I'm very excited for that. I've had a lot of people requesting that one, so that'll be fun.
Get a sample of that?
Yes. It will be a little disappointing if I cannot talk with multiple sentences.
Nice. I like that though.
It gets there. But yeah, so that's on Saturday evenings. I won't. It's gonna be a unique setup. That's over on the Cult Divinity Lost channel. It's a cult game, and it's gonna be kind of unique. We have a really big cast, but we won't all be quote unquote awake at the same time. So it'll be very interesting. It'll kind of change week to week.
Yeah.
But yeah, should be cool.
Neat. Noir, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do?
Oh wow, my brain literally went blank.
It's cool.
For a hot second there. I am Noir. That's the word that I was looking for. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch as the Noir Enigma. Wow. What do I do? Where can you find me? Right. So tomorrow I will be bringing back Dungeons and Deep Dish. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus. So that'll be fun. I'll be posting more details about that after the stream today.
Mm-hmm.
Then tomorrow will be the premiere episode of our Vampire the Masquerade game over on Action Fiction, Drain the Rich, where I'll be playing an African vampire. So that'll be great. I'm excited for it. And then on Monday, I'll be playing a Dampire to really show my range. On Monday, I'll be on Song of the Deep on Encounter Roleplay with Drakku here. And then after Song of the Deep, there is Talk of the Deep that is hosted by Anita. And if I'm not on the episode, I will also be on chat trolling. Just trolling.
Mostly so that
hard.
I can say things in Lorenzo voice.
Pretty much, yeah.
Every other Wednesday, you can also find him on TPK Roleplay for a Curse of Strahd game.
How dare you
There's
do
vampires.
this? You don't know my schedule? Shut up! You actually know it better than me. Yes, every other Wednesday on TPK Roleplay, we've just moved over. I'll be playing Uther, the Goliath Barbarian, who went to Barovia to punch Strahd in the face, and instead found a kid and a dog.
So
you know,
vampire,
you know.
half vampire, punching vampire.
Checks out.
Yeah, you know, again, range. And then come Friday, you can find me on Chromatic Chimera for Bloody Portrait, where half the party has become vampires. And I've decided to turn my aggressively bisexual pirate into a Van Helsing type figure. So I'm sure that's going to work out well for us in party chemistry.
Amazing.
Maybe I have a thing for vampires.
Maybe this is just a weird time in your life. Also on Tuesdays, you can find him on LFM for Degrees of Madness, and then on Madame Gandalf's channel, because I'm also there for a cult game.
God
cult.
damn it.
Vita Expel this.
Yep.
I'm here also
Van
here.
Helsing.
Yeah, I'm here also here for aggressively bisexual Van Helsing.
Yeah,
Hi everyone. I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Missus. You can find me everywhere under those last two. You can find me here most days. You can find me here Mondays for Song of the Deep. You can find me here on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, we've got a Vampire the Masquerade game that D or It's the Riddler is running called Under the Cold Pale Sun. So that's going to be a Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle with myself, Alicia or NNG9, Dorky Teacher, Red White Roleplay or Rowan, and we also have Darby. Darby Pack is joining us for our vampire game. It's going to be a good... Darby's great. It's going to be wonderful.
Wait. Time out. Do you have Darby and Alicia in a game?
Mm-hmm. Together.
At the same time?
Yep.
Oh,
I know.
Never.
I know.
I'm
the session
never,
0 was a blast.
I'm never coming anywhere. The
puns.
puns per second with
And me,
those two.
I'm in that game too.
No, fuck that game. Like, I support you. I support the channel. Everybody should watch it. I am going to stay 1,000 feet away from it at all times.
This Thursday, we're also running a Cypher System game that I still have to work out the cast for. That's going to be run by. Why am I blanking? Kayla. That Kaleidoscope is going to be running a Cypher System game. I still have to figure out the cast, but we're going to be doing that on Thursday. Fridays we're off. System Shock is currently on hiatus. And Saturday we'll be back here for Morning Ritual, where our guest is Anurian, or Game Dad. And then on Sunday we have a rotating game. So tomorrow Jamie's going to be running the show. Jamie's going to be running Kids on Bikes with Now Leaving St. Lemmings. But the Sunday after that we're back with Second City Saviors. Because I've harassed Noir into giving us a game every 2 weeks now. Yeah, eat you. But yeah, that's pretty much me. That's where you can find me. That's pretty much it. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it's busy. It's getting busy.
I'm going to jump in.
You have one more thing?
Yeah, one more thing, because I completely forgot, because brain. Thank y'all so much for having me today. This was super fun. I really appreciate it. I love Morning Ritual, and I really appreciate y'all having me on here. I had a great time.
Thank you for being on. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
awesome.
I'm probably going to, because I have a choice of being responsible and cleaning the apartment or streaming for a little bit after this. I'm probably going to stream a little bit after this a video game, because I've been inspired by you to see if I can talk to an empty room. So
it's not going to be an empty room.
It won't be empty, but that makes it easier then, because then you can...
And then you have chat to interact with.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then they can see how trash I am at whatever game I pick. It'll be.
Yes.
Do it. Thanks everybody for stopping by and hanging out and chilling with us this morning. It's been an absolute blast. Hi, One Mankind. We're actually just ending out the stream. Who's online that we can raid? Is that a thing that we can do?
It is. Punklenix is on. Valgeneth is on. Bright is on.
We can raid into Bright.
Okay.
Ew.
We already know what the raid call is, right? Everybody, say it with me now.
Bright Vented?
Cheez-Its.
Hashtag Bright Vented. Cheez-Its.
Yes.
Okay, so our raid call is hashtag Bright Vented. And Cheez-Its.
Jesus.
In Jesus, God, we're going to ultra super duper double hell.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna raid Bright Dystopia and Bright Vented for Cheez-Its. There we go.
Oh yes, that's much better.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna raid into Bright Dystopia. We will see you all. I guess on tomorrow, possibly. We'll see everybody later. But until next time, the ritual.
We are killing these intros.
The ritual is closed. Bye, everybody.